Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to the Messy Desk. So today we are going to be making our mini challenge in the challenge number 4. This is our final mini challenge in the challenge for our September 2020 Junk Journal challenge. So with all the mini challenge in the challenge, you can do this. This is totally separate from the big challenge. You can make this for your big journal. Well, today you're going to want to make this separate probably anyway. And it just gives us something for those that don't know that they don't have enough time to be able to finish or to work on the big challenge. They can still participate and have a good time. So we are going to be making a journal today. I need something to use for notes and things for a class that I've taken, a workshop type thing. And so I wanted something pretty because this is something I'm going to be using for quite a while. And so let's go ahead and I will tell you at the end what you're going to have, what you need to use in it. But you're going to be making a journal that is something to take notes in or to write in. It's you'll be able to do whatever you want to with it. I've collected some items, and so I am trying to, again, it's Stashbuster, so I'm just using items from my stash. You'll see that there's some things that you'll recognize from Happy Meals very recently. This right here came out of one of my mom's Mary Kay notebooks, and so I'm going to go ahead and cut off these pages to use inside. Okay, and you know what? I do need to use the thing because I need to make sure that, yeah, I'm under. Okay. I'm like, I don't remember if that's going to be under. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use that, and let's see, she went further on that one, but this is for me, so I can go ahead, and it's okay if it goes over a little bit, but this, I'm going to use this for some pages. And then I'm going to save, I'll put this in my mom, the journal that I'm making. I'll use it maybe in the collage for her, for one of her pages. Okay, so I have this I found that has some papers. Now I do want everything to be 8.5 the other way. So now these can go in that way. So let's go ahead and, because they don't need to go in that way, they can go in that way, right? Right. I'm going to cut these at 8 inches. That way they can go closer to the center. I can use those. Put that there. Okay. Now these, cut this way. Okay, so my outside cover should be 9 by 9, so I can do 8.5 by 8.5. Okay, I have a this is from, okay, without the lines, because you can see that something else got printed on top of this, but I want to use this. I'm like, I can use that in this journal. That's fine. This is from the Edwardian and Victorian, or Victorian and Edwardian ladies digital. Of course, without the lines that got added to it. So we'll just take that off. I'm going to throw these away so they don't add to the messy desk here. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut it down the middle. My lines are going to be a little off, I think, but that's okay. Again, it's my journal, so. So those can go in. I have an envelope. I have this paper. This was in. Okay, so that we can use. This we can use. I was, when I was looking for things, I found some of these other papers. I have this. That can go in. I found these stickers that I thought would be fun to add. This is going to be my inside cover pocket. I was kind of excited because like these right here are they're upside down, so if I turn them and make them a pocket, they're going to be right side up. So let's go ahead and just measure this. I think my recollections cutter is in the living room. I've been working on kits, and they will be coming out. They're coming out today. Let's go this way. I want to use a bone folder. That presses it down much better. Have a bunch of things they were gonna release on Thursday, and then I went, oh my gosh, it's September. We don't have 31 days in the month. We only so since we don't have 31 days in the month, we need to move the release date for the Halloween and the first batch of fall and the back to school. All of that will come out today at noon. Okay, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So watch for that. Oh, I just did that, and I cut it, but I was supposed to be cutting it at 8.5. Okay, we're gonna cut it at 8.5. And that gives me lined pages. I'm disappointed I don't have any college ruled paper around here. I have got to find some because I prefer, for note taking, college ruled paper, and everything I'm finding is wide ruled. My mom must have liked wide ruled paper because I noticed that a lot of the stuff that I'm finding for her is, and her stuff is wide ruled. So, okay. You know what? We'll do one more batch of these papers. I want to make sure I have enough. So, I want these notes for this class that I'm taking to all be together, because it is a process that I expect I will be wanting to go back to and to do again and again. And so it is a business class that I'm taking. I am forever a student. I love to learn, and so I'm always taking classes. So this week is a very, very busy week. So we will have a release over the weekend, but I'm really excited because my Patreon will open on October 1st. So I will be doing a separate video explaining the tiers that I've chosen for the Patreon for now, and I'm really excited. I really am. I'm really excited. This has been in the works for a while. I just wanted to make sure that I had the things already set up before I set up the Patreon. So that is really exciting, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Okay, so that is October 1st. And I am taking, over the weekend, a huge class, bucket list class over the weekend. Tom is working on Saturday. He's not excited about me taking this class, but you guys, this has been on my bucket list. And so I get to do that. And so I'm going to add those in. Okay, so we have the stickers. We have these, and then I'll show you what I have over here. Okay, so I have a card that came out of the, I don't know if you remember, but somebody gave me a whole bunch of card fronts. And they gave me everything to the card except for the page that had the note or signature on it. I've been saving them for a long time. And then I have these adorable note papers that I'm going to want to put in here. And then I thought I would put this and this beautiful blue guest check. So I think we'll save these for something that's more black and white. But I think that these will be a lot of fun in here. I'm going to put this on the cover. There is randomly a paper here that I don't need on it. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this out. If I was making a bigger journal, this would be beautiful with some of my Flavia paper. And the Flavia paper, I used a lot of that in the journal that I made a couple years ago. The journal that I think it was, Make a Journal Fast. And it was after my brother passed away, and I just needed something to write in. So it's one of my most watched journals. I will put that at the end of this. I'll post the link so that you can find that. And let's see, we need to cut this down. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put all these pages in here. This is primarily just a writing journal. It's a note-taking journal. So I like, I used to buy a journal or a notebook to take to classes and things like that I was taking. Of course, now we take everything online pretty much. So, okay, so this is going to be my inside cover, and I will probably put, I'm going to put her on the inside cover, and yeah, I'm going to put her on the inside cover. Or, you know what? Since this is just paper, okay, because, I have still not gone to Paris, and I would really like to go there, and so I'm going to put this on there. as my reminder that I can and will go there someday. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna kind of center it, sort of. Okay. So I'm just kind of going with a watercolor look. I'm gonna go ahead on this one and make my glue go to the outside. Okay, so there's that. I love it. And then I'm going to turn it over and we'll put this one on this side. And this one has lines on it. So we can actually write on this one. Okay, so that's a little different than the way I usually do note papers, but I want this to be a subliminal. I'm going there. I'm going there. Okay, so this is going to be on the inside, and I showed you. Okay, so my cover is this wallpaper. I expect to be opening and closing this journal a whole lot, so I am going to use the bandage. Okay, this was given to me in Happy Mail a long time ago. I'm still using it. The bandage was past its date, but you can use it. Okay, but it works great to reinforce my journals. Okay, go ahead and stick to stick, and there's that. Bump folder. This bump folder needs to get back in its home. This is out of the scoreboard. Scoring board. Okay. Okay. Now, I have to work this one a little more. Okay, there's some stickers on my desk. Oh, these are from one of my mom and dad's, and this says cherish today. It's just staring at me. So I'm going to go ahead and put that, because at least for a while I'll be looking at this every day. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Again, Stashbuster, right? Using everything. Okay, so this is going to go on my cover, and I'm going to sew it on there. But for right now, we'll go ahead and just glue it with some glue stick. Okay, so then I'll just sew that onto the cover. Since it's wallpaper, I know that I'm going to need to sew it. Now, you know what we could do? I wish I'd have thought of that, because we could have just stuck that in the inside. But that's okay. It's going to go here. And then this one is going to go in the center. Okay, so that I'll have pockets in the center. And, you know, I do like my ledger paper in the front. Okay, and for 8.5 we'll go, usually we can cut right at the top of, right in the top. And right at 31. And then we'll fold this in half. And that will go right in the front. And okay, so this is going in the center. Go ahead and add this envelope. Okay, and that's going to give us our double tuck. So let's go ahead and we'll glue right along the center. Okay, and then we're going to cut this pocket, or cut this envelope so that it becomes a pocket, because otherwise it's going to be sticking out. Okay, so we have, you know, I actually might want it, that'll be fine. Okay, so we have, this is going to be in the center. We'll have our two pockets. Let's go ahead and glue these down so it's done. I literally need this done so that I can go take my class this morning. And I'm filming this on Monday. Okay, so, but we already were planning to be live on Monday with our binding video. So, okay, so this is going in the center. So I think we're going to want some lined paper. Maybe graph paper. I'm going to put the graph paper towards the middle, because then it'll be easy to find for that. Okay, these graph papers we'll go ahead and we'll put, look, there's Mom's handwriting. Okay, so one of these, and we have two of these, so let's go ahead and put one of these inside. So we have regular lined paper, we have this shorter pink paper, and then let's do that again with another set. Okay, so we have lined paper, short paper, this. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. That'll be our first one. And then we have one more lined paper, and we have the two different graphs. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stagger them just a little bit. Okay, this gives me a lot of pages, but remember, this is just like a writing notebook right here. This is with That's what this is going to be, okay? And so we open it. I'm going to put a pocket in here, probably like this. I just need to find some paper that I can use for that. Okay, so here we go. Using a file folder. And we'll have a pocket like this and a pocket like this. Okay. So we will go ahead and be adding those with the sewing machine also. I'm thinking I have my Happy Mail from Jessica. I'm a Cool Mom, and I'm like, I could use from last month. I actually joined her Patreon, so oh, that might be kind of cool in the as my front pocket. So we'll be saving this. That one doesn't match. But this one kind of does. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be my pocket in here. I'm going to go ahead and glue it, but it's but we'll have to glue it with, or we're going to sew it in, but we'll glue it with some glue sticks so it already has its place. Okay. I'm going to put these in that same envelope. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to put a calendar in here of September and October. Okay, so there's September and there's October. So these are the little calendars. They have these now at Dollar Tree, and I don't remember if I saw them yet at Dollar General. Okay, and the other thing I want to put in here is a money. Okay, so this is going to get sewn in, and I'm going to put that behind there so don't accidentally sew it in. So I'm going to add those things in, but here we go. We'll have our cover, then our batch that has the ledger paper, okay? And then you'll see that we have all those lined papers. And then in the center, we have the two pockets, this, and our double tuck. Okay, so so this is my little journal. It's going to be ready for me to be able to use right away. And the thing is I will go through and put these in, and that's just because they will make me happy. I know, it's so silly. Ugh, if I could get these off. You guys, these are at least 20 years old, probably. I don't know if they don't have a date. Miss Elizabeth's. Do you remember when Dollar Tree had Miss Elizabeth's stuff? Oh my gosh. I was a huge fan. There, we'll put that one right there. Okay. Okay, so I need to sew these pockets into my cover, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh, you know what? I need to take this one off because I still need to sew the cover piece on. Yeah, you saw that. You were like, Julie, you need to sew that cover piece on. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So we're all sewn, and while I was in there, I found the Julie Shelley cards that, gosh, they've been there for a while, so I will go back in and sew the rest of these later, but I am going to use one of these now that we've added the grid paper to it. These are actually a playing card that I've added. I think I sewed my money in. Yeah, take your little things out of the pockets before you sew the pockets, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. So that can all go in that pocket. And all I have left to do is to sew these into the journal. And like I said, I'm not going to do that on camera because we will be doing a whole lot of that later today, because I am filming this on Monday. You're seeing it on Tuesday, but I'm filming it on Monday. The deadline for this will be September. I can't believe it's already October. October 4th. Okay, so the deadline will be October 4th. And this is our mini challenge in the challenge. Number 4 for September. Okay, so there's my cover. And oh look, I have a Life is Beautiful from a Heidi Swap. And that can go in here as well. So anyway, let's take one more look at what we've got. And here we go. So we have this. I love it. Okay, so we added the greeting card to the front. I sewed it on with a straight stitch. I zigzagged around the outside. Remember, I added bandage here. This is my journal, so I'm fine that it's just like that. But I did want it to be reinforced. Added the pocket that was Happy Mail from Jessica at I'm a Cool Mom as part of her Patreon. And I added in these little items that I knew that I wanted to see and that I wanted to have in this journal. I added one of my 3 note papers here to the front and one to the back here. And we still have one more that we need to use in here. I think if it fits, I'm just going to put this one in the back here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach it because I want to see her. Okay, so I'm going to attach it. The pocket will still be usable. I can write on the top of this or under it. So lots of things happening with this. And that gives me my 3rd note paper has been added. And I'm excited that I used this Happy Mail in a journal for myself. So the other thing I had that I wanted to add was this embroidered heart page, and this is from one of my this from the Spring Blossom kit. Okay, so I want to add this in also. But where? How about right on top of, yeah. Okay, if I do it this way, add it here, and then I can put some washi tape right there. Okay, I'm going to cut this down a little though, so that I can make sure that the washi tape fits over it. Remember, it's Stashbuster September. We still have a few days left for, I'll make that what, one day? Today and tomorrow. To finish your September Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge journal. Make sure we get all the glue off so that it doesn't stick. Okay, so there's that. And and then we had these I wanted to put in. Don't forget. now I think I've used all the things that need to be pages. The rest of these can go into the pockets once this is sewn. I love this because it really was a Stashbuster journal. I literally found things while I was looking for something else and went, oh, I'll be able to use that and that and that and that. So here is this. That can go in our double tuck. Put the guest checks in here. Again, these were from Happy Mail. Put the things to do list here. Makes sense that it would be in the front, right? Oh, this is the paper that we ripped off. That could go there. And then I like to have notes within my notes. And so we're just going to go ahead and this gives me a little notebook within my notebook. We'll put one here. And we'll put one in one of the middle pockets. Now, we'll put it underneath here. Using up all the little pieces. Okay. So this is a card, and I actually had it set out in the beginning to use in here, so I can set it like this, but with the card you can also put it so that it flips up. Okay, so you can go ahead and flip it up. Okay, so we used all the elements that we needed to use. We have our journal. We have 4 different papers, 3 note papers. So 4 different papers that we use, 4 different types of papers or more. 3 note papers. We have a double tuck on a pocket page. Double tuck on a pocket page as part of our journal. It does not have to be in the center. And that is our mini challenge in the challenge. Number 4, we're going to cut this down a little bit. I don't want it to stick out the end. Ooh, I like the way that just framed that up nicely. Okay, so I just need to sew mine. Okay, I added a headband, elastic headband closure. I have sewn my signature in, and I did just a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So, and I did move a couple of stickers to the back here just so that there's some stickers, and if I have time, you know, I'll add washi tape or something to it. But I love it. What is your favorite part of this? And are you going to be participating and making a list journal? So there we go. We made this one pretty quick. I will be able to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch on this. I don't have a whole bunch of small stuff, and it's all kind of in the center. So I will be doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch for this. And if you are wondering what that is, you can go ahead and check out the video right up here. The binding video will be right up here, and I will put a journal playlist here. It gives you a bunch of different journal ideas for your viewing pleasure and your crafty company. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. So, yay. Hooray. It's done. Mini challenge in the challenge. Number 4. And I'm ready to go to class.